technology. Given the current economic climate, the city just doesn't have the funds to go out there and plant new trees or care for trees. We are the advocate for the trees in San Francisco. We're a little bit like the Lorax. We're the ones that are speaking for the trees. The beauty of FUF is that we have a fairly simple mission. We basically care and plant and advocate for trees in San Francisco. How we accomplish that is the challenge. It's harder now to plant trees in San Francisco because we've been doing this for 29 years, and people always say the low-hanging fruit, the easy trees, have all been planted, and now it's a little bit more of a challenge to get trees in the ground.
You know, it's a great way to embody the spirit of the city and do something that captures the outdoorsy feeling of the people to change the way that the city actually looks.
At Friends of the Urban Forest, we're focusing on three main programs, which consist of the tree planting, tree care, and education. The three programs are strong, but they all feed off each other. Without the education and outreach, we don't get people interested in tree planting.
Once we start organizing a neighborhood for planting, then we order trees from a couple different local nurseries, and we work with the homeowners to make sure that the trees are appropriate for the neighborhood and available from our nurseries. Those trees all get delivered the Friday before the planting to the neighborhood. Then that Saturday morning, all the trees get delivered from that spot to everybody's homes. Every planting is different, and every neighborhood has their own personality and characteristics, and it's fun learning those and finding new ways around the city. People are generally really pumped to plant trees and to be able to have this impact on the neighborhood, something very visual that you can see that day of, that I know is going to be there for a long time. So we're just trying to make it as fun as possible, and while keeping people educated so that they know how to take care of their trees so they do last for a long time. Basically, the tree care department could be broken down into three major parts. We have the basic in-house tree care, which provides care for trees that we planted up to the first 3 years. We also have an emergency tree care program, which entails having volunteers in their neighborhoods working to help trees that have maybe been hit by cars or fallen down in storms. And the third part of it is our triage program. It's a really great program. It's a chance to really be a superhero in the FUF community and in the community of San Francisco. We literally take a truck out, we've got tools, we've got stakes, we've got everything we need, and we just look for trees that need help. So it's a very rewarding experience and a lot of fun and great for the urban forest.
The Youth Tree Care Program is a year-round program for high school students in San Francisco. We work on Saturdays during the school year, and then we also do a weekly class just one night a week. And we just work on young trees that Friends of the Urban Forest has planted in every neighborhood in the city.
And we do tree care, which we also do tree planting, and we help provide good structure for the trees, which including staking, pruning, post-pounding the trees. And we work with other volunteers and other resources to make San Francisco a better environment.
I work as a crew leader with Friends of the Urban Forest. I think I've been here the longest.
Because of me getting a promotion and being here, like, I get to teach others the skills that I know, and hopefully they can learn a lot more and help keep it better.
I just have to make sure that everybody does their job and they know how to use the tools correctly and not mess up the trees.
When we're planting trees, like, a lot of people come out their cars, or like they'll be jogging, or they'll want to help volunteer with us.
My name is Jean Milligan, and I happen to be walking over to the YMCA to work out and notice this incredible planting that Friends of the Urban Forest is doing. And I cannot tell you how happy this neighborhood is to have this gorgeous improvement with trees. It's just fantastic.
So I think it's a good thing. We get compliments all the time, and people tell my boss how good we're doing a good job. So a lot of people are willing to volunteer with us.
There are about 110,000 street trees on the street today. there's probably potential for 200,000. And we're only planting between 1,000, hopefully 2,000 a year. So if there were no trees dying, we'd still be around for a very long time in order to make up that gap. We have a role because we're out there getting the community involved and connected and want to participate in the health of their environment.
You know, FUF has been around since 1981. We've been doing really great work in the community, not just to plant trees and to take care of trees, but also to bring together neighborhoods and communities and help people to get to know each other, which is a really important part of urban life.
FUF is really great because we get to better our environment and better our city through planting trees, which is something that's going to last for generations. And I think that's a really great gift to give to the future, is a better environment with trees in it.
The best way to make a difference in the world is to do something. Whatever it is that you love to do, to contribute that, and together we make the world a better place. There's a lot of people who say, well, one person can't make a difference, why should I care? But my experience has told me that every time we make a choice, we're changing the world. It's actually not possible to not make a difference. I'm going to say that one more time just so we're really clear. You actually cannot not make a difference. You can't not make a difference. You can't. Every time we make a choice, we change the world. So every one of us are change makers. Every one of us are making a difference. And you chose today to come out here and make a positive difference for this community and for everyone who's going to come through this community in the future. You planted a legacy today that's going to live on, and I thank you for that. It's exciting to be here, and I thank Friends of the Urban Forest for having the vision and the commitment to make this area thrivable.